1 second. Xbox. Green. So I really like these games showcases, the way they do these digital conferences, because they pretty much just show the stuff and talk about it. And I think when they're presented with a stage and a live audience, for whatever reason, they go crazy with the theatrics. You know, they'll do explosions, they'll have like multi-stages, they're spending multiple millions of dollars producing these things. And to be honest, I just need the game. I just need gameplay. I need you to show me something. Opening with Halo is a really bold and interesting move. I like that they did that because all the fans, that's all everyone's waiting for. But it's really interesting to do it right at the beginning when a lot of people are waiting for that, because everyone thinks they're going to do it at the end and, you know, basically keep everyone on the hook for the end. But it also could work in their advantage where like they showed at the beginning and you're like, wait, what else are they going to show that they're showing this right at the beginning? Anyways, the thing is really interesting. I really liked what I saw of the gameplay. The shooting looked crisp, and so from the start, doesn't exactly scream Halo, because there's a lot of games that look like this style. I do think the ship, there's some text on the side, it's like 25. I think that looks a lot like some, you know, Halo font, some font that would be on like some UNSC armor or something like that. And the colorization and the textures and stuff look very Halo. Okay, so this is a demo, which is actually really interesting because are they putting out a Halo demo? I know they were supposed to reveal gameplay, but this was a long cutscene or, you know, cinematic trailer, whatever they were going for. I think this is a cutscene part of the game. So this is all being rendered in engine. But I was a little bit nervous that they were going to show a teaser and then get the gameplay later in the showcase. So the fact that they just went straight from cinematic to gameplay, it kind of makes me think there's not going to be loading screens, potentially. Looks like they're very clearly going back to Halo 3 in terms of gameplay and stuff. This assault rifle looks really great. I like when it looked up into the sun there, there's some glare and like some smudges on the glass there, which is really cool. Nice little details. Obviously this was streamed, so it's not full resolution. There's a little bit of a quality drop here just from the fact that they had to stream it. But I really am looking forward to seeing what this plays like. And this map is interesting. I don't think many Halo games have actually had a map that you can open up. It does look maybe like Halo Wars. I never played those games, but it might be reminiscent of those games, the map in those games. But yeah, most Halo games haven't had a map that you could just open up and check your objectives, which makes me think it's going to be a little bit more of an open game, almost like they're taking Halo 1, in terms of like being able to explore the planet checkpoints like in any order and whatever, and combining it with maybe just a bigger world that you can explore all at once. It's interesting. You're fighting Covenant right off the bat, so I don't know where we are with the Covenant. I know Halo 2 you teamed up with Arbiter. Halo 3 you were kind of teaming up with the Heretics against the more extreme Covenant. The Brutes got involved, and then the Covenant started fighting the Brutes. So the Brutes are back, which is interesting. I think the Brutes are a good weapon. Here is the definite thing where I was like, oh, this is Halo 3. So I don't know what that was. I want to look at that. So you can see it on his wrist there. Clearly some kind of a blade, like an Assassin's Creed style blade, but it's on the top. And then I think he misses here. So he jumps. So this, I don't know if, oh, no. He's grappling him and pulling him. So it's like an Overwatch thing, I guess. So grapples to him and slices him with the same blade. So that's interesting. So it looks like they're doing a little bit of innovation here. I don't know how people are going to respond to this, to be honest. I like it. I like that Master Chief got an upgrade, you know, something extra that makes it interesting, new mechanic. And it also, we'll see in a minute, it works as a grapple too, which is pretty cool. I guess I'll let the game get to it, let the showcase get to it. I noticed here while he's looking around, I really like the texture on his gloves. I think before it's always been some kind of a hexagon, you know, pattern on his gloves, and this time we're getting an actual leather texture on there. It looks really good. It looks like Warzone or like any of those games where you see the hands and they're wearing gloves and stuff. It's good. They're going for like some realism here in some of the visuals. Don't know what this weapon is. I don't know. Well, not this one, but the one before. I think it was some kind of a brute weapon. But it's clearly like a plasma, you know, triple shot kind of thing. This looks like a brute revolver, brute shot kind of deal. But yeah, you see there he grappled. So I want to see, can you just do this anywhere in the game? Like if you see a ledge above you, can you just grapple to it? Because that's really interesting. I'm also curious about the buttons. Okay, so I'm looking at the bottom right here. It looks like you have a brute spike or whatever their grenades are called. That would be left trigger, which is interesting because I don't think left trigger has been. I don't think left trigger has been grenade for a while in Halo games, and in fact, in the last game, left trigger was aim down sights. So I'm wondering if they got rid of aim down sights because I'm not seeing a lot of that in this gameplay, if any. I haven't really been paying attention, but I do want to take a look at that and see if they have any aim down sights. But I'm trying to see, so to me, it looks like so far there's a lot of buttons in this game. There's definitely a sprint, which I would assume is maybe pushing on the left stick. There's obviously grenades and normal shooter stuff. But I'm wondering, because to me, it's always a thing of like, how do they optimize this for a controller? And Halo has been a phenomenal franchise at doing that. But the more stuff you add, the more buttons you need. So I'm curious, you know, if the grapple is like left bumper or something like that. So I don't know if we'll see any of that, but yeah, so there's no aim down sights here, and you can pull that thing and throw it. So that's a new mechanic. It's basically like kinesis in Dead Space. So I didn't think about that. No aim down sights, huh? That's gonna take some getting used to because like every game these days has aim down sights. So shotgun, but it could also be good, just in terms of Halo. And I don't know. I assume Doom Eternal has aim down sights. I haven't played it, but it could feel a bit more like Doom. Just seeing the pacing here. I know this isn't legendary, but if you can play like this on like normal or easy, pretty interesting. It seems like the pacing has gone up, and this is interesting too. So it's available on Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and Windows PC. Probably going to be some kind of exclusive to the Windows Store for a period of time, several months, whatever. But I think it's going to be on Steam. I think it's going to be the same way as the Master Chief Collection. I think that as long as you have an Xbox Live account, you'll be able to play it. Play multiplayer. I mean, you don't need a live account to play the campaign. So if you're excited about the campaign, Windows is being very PC friendly at the moment, and I think they're doing some very smart stuff with their exclusives. And the fact that they basically know that at this point, if you have the choice between a console and a PC, most people are going to lean PC at this point. And the fact that they're not making their stuff exclusive, so you have to get a PC and a console, is phenomenal. But I think what they're more trying to do is make the exclusives more appealing on their side, so that if your choice is between a PlayStation and an Xbox because of price, then you're going to go with Xbox because of the exclusives. So I think they've done a really good job with Halo Infinite. Okay, so 4K, 60 frames per second, running on Xbox One Series X. Pretty amazing. Available on PC, Xbox One, and Xbox One Series X. Yeah, that's sold, instant buy. I'm excited for it. I mean, obviously, I'm a Halo fan, you know, but I think they've done a good job here. I'm excited about, you know, the new guns, the way it handles, and what was really interesting to me is the most underrated feature of the Xbox One is the rumble triggers, or whatever they call it, the haptic feedback triggers. Nobody uses it except the only game that I've ever played, the only shooter I've ever played that uses it is Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer maps. Not every map, not everything in Halo 2 Anniversary, but the multiplayer maps, those guns use the haptic feedback. And I was really excited to find that, because when they announced the Xbox One, I was like, ooh, haptic triggers, like the shooting could feel really cool with that. And with the Elite controller and everything, you know, I was really excited about it. And yeah, Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer maps use the haptic feedback. And because of that, I think that Halo 5 is absolutely going to use haptic feedback. And based on the way that the guns fire and stuff, or Halo 5, what am I talking about? Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite, I think, is definitely going to use the haptic feedback. And I think based on the way that guns fire and the crispness, the preciseness, everything, it looks very well tuned. And I think that the haptic feedback is going to really make this game feel immersive, and I think it's going to really sell the game on console. So Halo Infinite is still slated for holiday of 2020. Probably going to be pushed back. Well, it depends on if the Series X is pushed back, which I would imagine it will be. So based on hardware, I mean, it is coming out on Xbox One and PC, so maybe they're not going to have to wait on hardware. If they can get the game done, then I would imagine it's possible it could still come out holiday 2020, but I don't know. So we'll see. But so probably gonna get a demo for that in the next 2 or 3 months, because it looks like there is a demo. I want to play it. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. As you can tell, I'm still trying to work out what I want to do on this channel. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know, so that I'll make more videos like this. Obviously, these videos will only come around when there's an event worth covering. And if you want to talk about some more of the games that were shown off in this showcase, I stream on Twitch Tuesday through Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and Saturdays at 3 p.m. I'll see you in the next one.